But I want to ask you, if it is close to or near the definition of fraud, why haven't the Gardaí been involved in a criminal investigation into what's gone on?
The title to land is rather complex. The 2009 Act repeats the 1881 Act in relation to covenants as to title. You may not know this, but it isn't simply a question of there's the land, it's now yours. If you purchase the land and the vendor assigns it to you, quote, as beneficial owner, end of quote, that's a magic formula. And it contains within it some implied covenants as to title, and including quiet enjoyment, no superior title, and so on and so forth. If you are taking a title from the vendor as mortgagee in possession, there are a different set of covenants. Now you begin to see that there are difficulties in relation to, say, rights of way, easements, other encumbrances, and so forth. Then you look back and you say, well, maybe now if it's not registered land, there might be some person who died on the title and didn't have a grant of probate issued. There was a vesting order made, or then maybe in a family home involved, and there might have been family litigation. And in the case of registered title, you say, well, the registered title, there's a register, and somebody is on the register as the owner of it. That's you.
So can I just pause you there, just so that viewers can get a sense of what's actually happened?
Yeah.
Because you're expert on it. I'm reasonably well read on it. But just to slow down just to get the chain right. So Irish banks, you took out a loan with a major Irish bank. That was the loan. You signed the mortgage contract. Everything was fine. Things went very bad. The banks were in terrible trouble. NAMA was set up, and all of that happened. And then the banks sold the mortgage itself to a third party, a vulture fund, who may have sold it to another one. They then appoint service agents like Pepper and Start and Mars Capital, and they service it. And those agents were going into court presenting evidence to the court that they could gain possession of the house on the basis that they were the holder of the security. When in point of fact, that's grey. I'm just using the term grey because I know it's a very tricky area, and that the actual first transfer from the Irish bank to the vulture fund should have happened ideally with the consent of the borrowers. Is that an incorrect or a correct reading of the situation?
It's simplistic.
Simplistic. I'll take simplistic.
In the first place, the bank securitized the loan at the outset, which meant that they raised finance on the strength of the documentation that they had got you to sign. And in the context of raising the finance, they signed over the mortgage like a pledge or a mortgage of the mortgage. And so those titles then disappeared into somebody else's portfolio, not the bank. The bank then became not the loan originator, but simply a servicer. So the original bank. So the original bank then securitized. In other words, it already passed through and they'd put it back into the securitized market. Yeah. So they were effectively, even though as far as you're concerned, my mortgage would say AIB or Bank of Ireland. In point of fact, it had moved on. Yes, it's gone to a securitization counterparty, which is sometimes referred to as an SPV, and it's simply a bond raising entity for investment funds, hedge funds, and so on and so forth.